I say the real Italian accent. New book dedicates one chapter to real astaxanthin. He elegantly summarized the benefit of astaxanthin as well as we have discussed today in 4 lines. They are very powerful. Astaxanthin is a formidable anti-aging and nutritional benefits, effective defense against oxidative stress, direct effect on cellular inflammatory process, and impact to cell-cell communication. Live brightly without burning out. That is the key to happiness and key to health. Just like a candle flame, we should spark with the same bright intensity until the very, very end. Since Dr. Pericone came out with Forever Young, we came up with Forever Feel Well. So you can say that astaxanthin has a formidable antioxidant potency, E, exceptional membrane protection, effective anti-inflammatory, latch on the mitochondria free radicals, work together with other antioxidants, enhance cardiovascular resilience, lift protection against UVA damage, and finally, lessen fatigue. Here it stopped, so I stopped here. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Grazie mille. Arigato gozaimasu. The presentation is finished.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Narducci. That was fabulous. So now I invite all of those of you who are listening, if you'd like to ask Dr. Narducci a question, please press the raise hand button on your computer, and that will cue you in line to ask a question. And with that said, I may ask some of the same questions that we had already asked Dr. Massrieh. So Dr. Narducci, can you talk a little bit on dosing for children and pregnancy and safety during pregnancy and breastfeeding, please?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Oh, yes, okay. So,
Sorry.
So I had 3 questions in that. For
yes.
children, the safety for children and what the dosing would be, and also safety for pregnant women and nursing women and what the dosing would be.
Okay, that is a tough question. So, well, we don't recommend now. There is no actual research on clinical studies on children and pregnant women. So we don't have a recommendation for that, even though we have over 33 safety studies that support the safety of astaxanthin. However, we have animal studies done with pregnant animals and also on the next generation. So, and does not report any side effects. That's all I can say. Hello?
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Could you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I could hear you. Thank you. I have another question here. Do you have some human studies that are in progress now? And would they be any different for health concerns compared to the ones you've already done the studies for?
Yes. Well, we have some new studies that is focusing on eyes trial, and especially presbyopia, or what we call problem to see objects at near distance, especially with the older, of course, with the older generation. So that, I think, is one thing where we are trying to challenge, as the problems of presbyopia is very highly present. And of course, diabetes as well, clinical study focusing on diabetes. And we have some new findings, very interesting, that we will release. We are trying now to package information, sponsoring the studies, and also skin and cardiovascular. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Again, another question. Contraindications with other pharmaceutical medications, specifically cardiovascular medications or blood pressure medication, NSAIDs or anti-inflammatories? The contraindications of using astaxanthin with some of these medications.
I understand the questions. Well, we always suggest to consult the doctors in general. As I already suggested, there's a lot of safety studies. Astaxanthin has no side effects. However, it's always good to consult the doctors on that. So that's the only things. We don't have any specific data on that we can recommend, of course. But it is a safe product. It's been in the food chain since the beginning of time. Japanese people have been eating the salmons before the Italians, for sure. So, and they have the highest longevity. That's what I can say.
Thank you. And another question here. So astaxanthin prevents hyperpigmentation. Can it reverse hyperpigmentation?
Can we reverse hyperpigmentation?
Yes.
That's the question?
Yes.
Well, the word reverse is it's a very difficult word. I think that we can work on what is called melanogenesis. Melanogenesis, which is astaxanthin works on the cell cycle, trying to somehow inhibit the melanocytes. So, and then it prevents this hyperpigmentation from getting worse, and also some effect on whitening. That we have some research on whitening, and this actually needs roughly 4 weeks. So you can see some effects on whitening, on the age spots after 4 weeks. Usually we have been, of course, not the reduction of 100%. That is a fantasy world. but we do see impact and widening effect of the age spots. And we can provide evidence for that. Also when astaxanthin is applied, both topical and ingestion through oral administration. Double side effects. Is that clear?
Yes, that's very clear. Thank you. So I will invite anybody, if there's anybody that have any last minute questions, please press the raise hand button on your presentation or participant section. And I don't see any coming up. So what I would like to do then is conclude our webinar for tonight. And I would love to, okay, so Dr. Narducci, I'm going to, Dr. Narducci, oh, here's a question. This is an unrelated question. What time
unrelated question, okay.
Yes, what time is it in Tokyo or Japan right now?
Okay, now it's 8:45.
Oh, 8:45,
but
okay.
We came here at about 6:45. Actually, 6:15. We were in the office. So you own us a Starbucks coffee when we visit Canada.
Okay, definitely. We
okay.
have somebody in Hong Kong. Maybe we could put her over and she could get you some.
Thank you.
We do have a question from Dr. Massrieh, so I'm going to just unmute him.
Yes, thank you very much for that presentation. That was really, really phenomenal. I just had a question. If maybe we could, at the same time, let people be aware of any studies that you're aware of that demonstrate that the esterified form of the astaxanthin is more bioavailable or more effective than the synthetic form of astaxanthin.
No, well, I don't think we have now specific study for that. The only thing we can say is that the safety studies that we did, that come from our Asta-X-Krill astaxanthin. So it's very difficult to prove that at this point that synthetic astaxanthin has the same safety.
Okay.
That's only I can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking for some data. Sorry. Now maybe I will look for some data and address you.
I guess that's fine.
It's a very good question. That's a very good question.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great. Thank you very much. If there's any other last-minute questions, just raise your hand. Otherwise, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank both Dr. Massrieh and Dr. Narducci for joining us tonight, all the way from Japan and also from Quebec. It's been such a pleasure, and we have learned quite a bit, both on NKO-Krill oil and astaxanthin as a superior antioxidant. So with that, we have combined the two in our new product called Asta-X-Krill, and so it's NKO-Krill with the natural occurring astaxanthin, and then Asta-Real's added astaxanthin in there. We have lots of good information on it, so feel free, if you would like further information than what you've received in the Biomed News and the handout, to contact Biomed directly. And as I mentioned before, for the month of November, enjoy 15% off Asta-X-Krill. If you order 6 or more, then you get 17% off. And with that, thank you very much, everybody, and good night.
Good morning.
Oh, and good morning. Okay, and good
Thank
morning.
You.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, log out file. Leave me